Welcome back to Cactus Core Plays Mass Effect 3. My name's Kevandre.
My name is Bobby.
Last time we started off the game, we had Earth be invaded. We went to Mars, we picked up Liara, Kaidan got fucked up by a robot, and we ended up at the Citadel, where Kaidan is being taken care of at the hospitable. And Liara's off talking to the council. I'm going to do both of those things. I'm going to go to the hospital first to look after my man.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Because I gotta check out my man.
Right, gotta make sure that ass ain't injured.
Now arriving at
Right? Because if you can't smack that ass, what's the point?
Exactly. You feel me. As you'll recall, we went with the default look for FemShep this time around.
Yeah, she it's very nearly the same model. She just let her hair out and has slightly less stern eyebrows. So she went to the salon, get all of her hairs did, and that's what we got.
Here's Shepard now.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shoutouts, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with a Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Kaidan took the worst of it. How is he doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
So at this point, we can get Chakwas back on the Normandy.
Oh yeah?
Or we can get Dr. Michel on the Normandy instead. Dr. Michel has a very cute French accent, and I like her generally better. Though we do get a little more personality out of Dr. Chakwas, because we know her a lot better. So, heads, we bring Dr. Chakwas along. Tails, we tell her to fuck off. Alexa, flip a coin.
Tails.
Alright.
Keep doing what you're doing with Alliance R&D. We need our best minds at work, giving us every advantage possible.
I'm a field doctor, Commander, not a research scientist. Eden Prime, the Battle of the Citadel, defeating the Collectors. We've been through too much together to let it end now. Let me serve on the Normandy.
Nope.
Please, Commander.
Hackett and the Alliance need you right here.
Very well. Be careful. Goodbye, Shepard.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Look, it's not that we don't want you.
And please be sure Joker takes his medication. He can be so forgetful.
Shepard is floating.
Oh yeah! What the fuck?
I could just not have a doctor at all, but I'm totally going to get Dr. Michel because I love her.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michel, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
How is Kaidan doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, but his vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see him if you like. He's just under all.
We could use a doctor of your caliber on the Normandy.
I'm honored you'd consider me, but I do have responsibilities here.
The Normandy is critical to defeating the Reapers. The whole galaxy is depending on our success. You'd make a huge difference out there with us. More than you can ever do here.
Well, our staff is excellent. The Presidium would be in good hands. I'll pack my bags and tell Dr. Arrington she's received a promotion.
I'll see you on the Normandy, Doctor.
See you there. I just need to make a few more preparations.
Still feel bad about letting Chakwas go.
Yeah, I feel a little shitty about it, but I really like Dr. Michel's voice a lot better.
But Chakwas,
she's great, but you know, we let the robot decide.
fuck you, robot.
I generally go with that anyway.
Patient stable for now.
Fuck you too.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial binding.
Man, they got you sitting here with like hardly any monitors or IVs or anything.
That's the future.
Don't know if you can hear me, but since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't die, Kaidan. You've got to fight. We need you in this.
Did somebody mess up on his neck?
Yeah.
Seeing you in use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Come on, Kayden. Fight.
My man. Look at those pecs.
And that's an order.
Very Dorbs.
Coach Dorbs.
I ship them so hard.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
How hard?
Pretty hard.
On the Mohs hardness scale.
What is the hardest part of the scale, and what's the least hard part of the scale?
10 is diamond.
Diamond. Like an 8.
Okay.
Welcome, Commander
It's
Shepard.
not like my top ship in the
Select
entire game,
destination.
but it's probably my second top ship.
What is your top ship in the entire?
Jack and mail ship,
Areas tagged of interest to you. 1 moment.
which is the correct one.
Not Jack with anybody else?
Nope.
Has to be male ship.
Yep. It could be fem ship, but it's not a real
Now
thing.
arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I'd be fine with either one of those.
Yeah, I think I would prefer her with fem ship.
It's not a thing.
It should be.
Yeah, I'd been cool with that.
Why you disappoint us, EA? Oh wait.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Don't give a shit.
Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani.
Damn press.
Fucking...
So you're keeping the peace?
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
You are a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
I mean, you were a glorified doorman in the last game, too. Let's be completely real here.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
Blaze it.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here in my desk. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
A lot of people seem awfully chill for Reapers going back and destroying a main city on Earth.
You know, that's kind of the point with the Citadel. We'll talk about that more in a bit. You'll see. It's very interesting.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd
Just
be
like
coming.
5 minutes.
If you'll follow me, the Council is already in session.
We've got our own problems, Councillor. Earth is not in this alone.
But Earth was the first Council world hit. By our reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Dick.
Do you have other reports? No? Then by all reports.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... it would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
It sure as hell beats standing around and arguing about it. And Udina's right. We need to stand together now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Whew.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
That is some cold shit.
That's some real shit, though.
I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
I told you this would happen, and you did nothing.
We can argue the past later if you like. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council has agreed to reinstate your Spectre status.
Oh, hooray, we're finally Spectres again.
Various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
We get a little more resources in this game being a Spectre than we did before.
Spectre
so this is the Spectre office, right? So we'll go in here. And authorize certain things, look at certain intel. So tell us about the Quarian fleet as a thing.
Oh, very cool.
Telling us about how that works. Spectre requisitions. Right now it's just special guns and stuff that I will never use, so I'm not going to buy these.
Oh, are they just not good enough?
I mean, they're fine, but I get better guns without needing to buy them.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, you don't buy weapons in WoW, right? You just fucking ignore that shit.
Farm or create them.
That's right.
Which is a shame, because it pretty much makes shops pointless. And I disagree with that.
At least with weapons. I mean, some people probably do well with weapons buying. Alright, Kalisa, what you got?
Commander Shepard, Kalisa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you
Can you just actually
You're
kill
angry.
her?
I get that.
No.
Why?
But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
If we weren't doing a Renegade playthrough, I would have been stoked to not punch her, actually, because, like, she's just a little hysterical right now. And the Paragon version of that is actually kind of nice. And you kind of get her as a war asset, which is cool. But I did not go that way. You'll recall...
Renegade for life, bitch.
From the first game, that there were 2 reporters. There was Kalissa Bensine and Al-Jalani, this one, and then there was Emily Wong, who was the other one.
Yes.
I believe that Emily Wong sends you an email in the second game but doesn't appear. But prior to this game's release, the day before this game came out, Emily Wong took over the Mass Effect Twitter account and was going in deep, and was just live tweeting, being attacked by the Reapers on Earth or somewhere. And it was really intense, and then it just stopped. She got blown up. That shit was fucking awesome. She's not in this game. So I'm like, oh, holy shit, you guys. That's some fucking meta shit. Let's talk to James.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it. But they don't really believe it.
Thanks, Freddy.
James knows. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
They're in for a rude awakening. Every species will fall one by one if they don't work with us.
No shit. Can't believe it's even up for debate.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
But?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
Those fucking pendejo politicians.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
You're a pendejo politician.
How dare you?
That's right, I said it.
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
Of everybody at work, I think you're the most politically oriented.
I think the people just don't talk about it at work so much.
Okay.
Because you can see it come out sometimes, especially yesterday. We were talking a little bit because one person brought up the Dow, and then we kind of were all talking about it. Me and Mark. And,
oh yes,
yeah,
I caught the edges of that conversation.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Man, fuck some of the people we work with. Like anybody who would be cool enough to listen to this is fine. There's 2 people. Not necessarily involved in that conversation. I'm not disclosing names. You don't know who they are.
Alright, let's talk to this chick from IGN.
If I say 2 people and he nodded his head, so he knows.
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I can help you. How's it going?
What's your name? Track record with reporters.
Diana Allers.
Yeah,
I
say
know,
it again.
and it hasn't exactly endeared you to a galactic audience, but that can change. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets.
It's Jessica Jobot.
My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Heads, tails.
Robot, don't fuck this up. She's
Alexa,
cute.
flip a coin.
I flipped a coin and got tails.
You cunt!
We don't have to listen to her.
We have to. It's the rules.
All right.
You're a reporter. I
Fuck you,
command a
Robot.
stealth ship. The 2 don't mix.
Well, I guess you'll have to win support on your own then.
Sorry, Jessica Jobot. Most people who play this game actually really hate Diana Allers.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think she's that bad, but she's one part that people are like, oh, we didn't need this girl from IGN in this game. That's stupid.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Do they not remember the, Vietnam War?
No.
Probably not.
They're too young to... Nobody remembers the Vietnam War.
Well,
we lost that one. We
I suppose
collectively forget that one.
I suppose you 90s kids wouldn't have any recollection.
Nor would anybody from the 80s.
You don't know. You weren't there. You don't know, man. You wasn't there.
These parts are real weird in this game. But Shepard's got a little PTSD going. So she's got these dreams sometimes where she sees that Babbo that got killed.
Like, I'm not saying that kid deserves it, because no kid deserves to die, for the most part. But, like, he had his chance, and he chose poorly.
No, he got on the ship, man. He tried to escape.
But she was kind of like, yeah, you can come with me, right now.
Yeah, but why would you choose to just go with some random person?
Because it's Commander fucking Shepard.
Who was, you know, being court-martialed at the time.
Even more reason to go with him. That's right, I said it. If somebody who's being court-martialed walks up to me and is like, hey, come with me. I'll be like, oh shit, you have an interesting story to tell. I'm coming along.
Even when you were a Babbo?
Even when I was a Babbo. I worried my mother a lot when I was a child.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You worry your mother a lot now.
Not as much, because people don't tell her the shit that I do.
I should call her up.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
Just shaking off some sleep.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Later, bitch.
Shoulder checker.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
The AI is gone?
No.
Good.
Meaning?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Traynor has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was.
Oh,
anyway,
hello.
Shall I give you a tour? I think
Hey,
you'll
girl.
Be impressed by the new upgrades.
Hey, girl!
In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
So Samantha is New Kelly.
I like it.
Yeah.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
The Council's been a pain in my ass from day one. I'm done with them.
Then what's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
You can count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand, Admiral.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Alright, so I figured that we could take a look at the new Normandy now that we can actually walk around it ourselves, and then we'll call it.
Sounds good.
So, basically they completely redid all of the stuff that's where Morden's room was.
Okay.
So we've got all of this shit with the communication stuff back here. This is where we can see our war assets. Now, when the game initially launched, this minimum thing was quite a bit further over to the right. Shut the fuck up, Windows. The more war assets we get, the better off we're going to be in the ending of the game. We'll have additional options and additional things that are going to happen.
Okay.
This readiness rating is at 50%, which is the lowest it could possibly be. I can increase that by playing the multiplayer, which will also increase our military strength. I don't know that I'll do that. I might do a little bit of it because I doubt there's anyone playing it. And, I mean, while I can solo those things, it's not so fun to do it by yourself.
Got it.
So I'm just going to have to get hella assets, which is going to be fun since we're a renegade.
Is it a lot harder as your renegade?
Oh, yeah. When you burn bridges? Yeah, that's a thing. But, based on some of the stuff that we did before, it kind of works out. And Chakwas became an asset. She only worth 10 points, but if she were on the ship, she wouldn't be considered an asset outside of here.
Chakwas should be worth 10,000 points.
Yeah, man.
It's Dr. Chakwas.
And because I've done some of these multiplayer stuff before, I have a little extra assets here. A lot of cool stuff.
Nice.
Then, oh yeah, war map. So this is again mostly just stuff from the multiplayer. But there was an app too. I wonder if I could still use the app that I linked to my account that I can do like little dispatch missions on my phone that also increase my galactic readiness.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I don't know if that's still a thing or not. Maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any of that, but that sounds kind of cool that they included it.
I did a little bit. They really went hard on this game. They put a lot of love and everything into it, and then people just gave it a shitty name because they didn't like the ending. And let me tell you, I fucking hate people.
Yeah.
Because this game is amazing. So yeah, this is like where Morden lived, right? Now it's like a conference room.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I can't believe the council.
Got these two chicks that hang out here.
If Thestia was lost,
very nice.
This thing goes... It acts as a loading screen right here.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of the Normandy isn't rendered yet. And so sometimes you'll stand there and it'll just go like... Boop, 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 just because it's still loading. But I got this installed to the solid state drive, so we're good. Sometimes I just walk right fucking through it. A lot of the ship is still the same. Got a few changes. I kind of like the color scheme better now. Joker's still up here, hanging out with his girl Edie.
Okay.
What's up, fam?
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
Years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
See, because we used to do that thing.
Yeah, it was great.
And I don't even think you can go into anywhere over where Jacob used to live.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, see, it's completely blocked off. Probably because he's dead. And even if he wasn't, it would still be like that. Captain cabin, the same as before, basically. So let's go down to the crew deck. We'll take a look at what we got. The first thing you'll notice, we got this board of dead people. So, Ashley Williams right up there on the top left. Also got Jacob Taylor listed there, and not Zaid Masani. Interesting. I wonder why.
Interesting.
Maybe it doesn't know that he's gone. Maybe he'll show up later in the game anyway. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's interesting. Right now the ship's kind of empty because I haven't really recruited a lot of people. Over here is where Caden will eventually live. No one in there right now. Over here is not where generally anybody lives, where Kasumi used to be. But sometimes you'll just randomly find NPCs in here because they move around the ship a lot more in this one.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
There's a lot more crew interaction in this game than there was in 2.
I can support that.
That was a big thing that people didn't like about the second game, is that there wasn't nearly enough crew interaction.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dr. Michelle's in there now where Chakwas used to be. And Liara's in where Miranda was. Now it's just the mobile Shadow Broker base.
Oh, nice.
And her office is way cooler than Miranda's was.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you've found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
And be well, John Spartan.
It was less than ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Whole worlds are being lost to the Reapers. What more will it take?
Who knows? Hell, maybe the Council's just taking petty revenge for Shepard hanging up on them all those years ago.
Wait, Shepard did what?
Oh, sorry, I think we're going through some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
Just like that.
Yeah.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone.
Like
from
I
your
said,
ship.
more crew interaction.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent Shadow Broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority is getting it built.
Just give me some warning before you flip the switch. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
If we had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't.
Oh, bitch!
You will. It's the war we warned everyone about for years. And if I know you, Shepard, you'll make them proud.
I will. So also in this office we can use her terminal and kind of read like a little bit of like what her diary is. Like she's like, oh yeah, this thing is happening. Whoa. But also just other shadow brokery things that she finds.
That is a hell of a monitor setup.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It also looks just very inconvenient.
Yeah.
Just use a VR headset, bitch.
I mean, really, anything more than 3 monitors would be an inconvenience for me.
Don't have Garrus yet, so there's nobody up there. Go see Dr. Michelle, make sure she's settling in.
Hello there, Commander.
How are you settling in, Doctor?
Good. I've been busy restocking supplies and running diagnostics. It's nice working alone in a fresh lab. I get to set up everything just the way I want. Anyway, now that you're here, I'd like to examine you.
After Cerberus, I'm not much on medical exams. No needles, right?
You get shot 20 times a day and a pinprick makes you nervous? I just need to run some implant diagnostics and take readings of your immune system.
I get shot.
It looks like your
at
implants have a
20 times a
synthetic
day.
protein overlay.
Yeah.
That's allowed your body to integrate them quite nicely.
Must be from the procedure I had done to help heal my scarring.
Must be. I bet that wasn't cheap. Thank you for indulging me. Everything looks fine. May I help you at all?
Just let me know if you need anything.
I will.
I think that chick does a very creditable French accent.
Yeah.
Because she's not actually French.
Oh, of course not. But yeah, I really wish Commander Show would like shot at 20 times a day. And if you come at me with a needle, I'll show you what happens to the same people who shoot at me.
Yes.
It would have been better.
So I reset her stuff so I can do overload right.
Hooray!
Boop. 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 Boop.
Yeah, sometimes people would just tell my mom stories about me. And it just make her worry. And it was bullshit. And I'm like, could you not do that?
Like those times that you died?
Well, it's actually a funny thing about that. I got into the car accident as a kid, and leading to the whole thing. And my mom got the call at work. And at the time, my parents only had one car. And biological father had it. And he's a piece of shit. If I ever mention about how great my dad is, I'm not talking about my biological one.
Right.
Just point that out. And biological fraternal unit. My mom hates it when I say that. But yeah.
I used to call my parents that too.
Yeah. My biological paternal unit said, okay, I'm going to come get you. We're going to the hospital. And then he didn't come get my mom. He just went straight to the hospital.
What a cunt.
Right? So she's freaking out.
Yeah.
And then all the horribleness happens, and hey, allergic to codeine. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. So ever since then, she's had a bit of a problem with letting me go.
Yeah.
Completely understood. And once you tell that story, people understand.
Right. So down here at engineering, there's not a lot going on yet. Can't go into where Grunt lived because we don't have that crew member yet. Can't go over there at all because we don't have Diana.
Nice.
So there's that one. So that one will remain closed the whole time. Jack's not down there. There's nobody down there. The only person here right now is Adams.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
You can make up for it on this tour of duty.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
So if you don't remember Adams, he was just the head engineer of the first Normandy in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy. He mostly was just like, I love Tali, she's great. And that's basically all we ever got out of him.
Yeah, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
Because I too love Tali.
He is also great.
Yeah.
And now we can finally go to the shuttle bay outside of that one fight in the second game.
Hooray.
So over here, we've got Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios, straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. With my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, Commander.
So Cortez is your shuttle pilot, who is somebody that we never really saw in the other games.
Okay.
But he's here in this one, and I like him.
Nice.
I definitely like Cortez. He's also the purely gay choice for male shepherd.
Oh, okay.
So he can also bang Caden, but Caden's bisexual. He'll go either way. But I could hit on Cortez all I want with FemShep, and he's like, no, I'm good.
Don't want none of that.
Samantha Trainer is the purely lesbian one, who we met earlier.
Yes, indeed.
Her romance is not very good, though.
Oh, that's a shame.
She's adorable, though, so I like her. You'll also notice that he talked about the Kodiak and the Hammerhead. The Kodiak is just the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
The Hammerhead is basically what the second game's version of the Mako was going to be. We never did those DLCs, so we never saw it.
Got
It's
it.
a piece of shit, though.
Got it.
Made of fucking paper. Caught fire at the fucking anything.
Nice.
What were you going to say?
But more about the mother thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that growing up, a lot of people used to just tell my mom stories about me and my sister.
Mhm.
Because they thought somebody maybe kind of looked like us because we were average build, average height, average looking.
Right.
So somebody sees something and they don't know who it is me and my sister.
Oh, of course it was.
And we should be like, look, that wasn't us. We weren't there. And it finally came around freshman year of high school when a friend's mom was at a bar, called my mom, saying, do you know how good of a drinker Bobby is? I've been drinking with him all night. And my mom goes, no, I didn't know that, and looks over at me sitting beside her and goes, hey, do you know how good of a drinker you are? Because apparently she started drinking with some kid who looked kind of like me.
Cute. And she just assumed?
She just assumed it was me. It was some bullshit. Got blamed for so much shit growing up.
And this is where James hangs out. He's doing some pull-ups.
Very sexy.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
I just talked to you there.
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Taliban.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Yes, I can, Lieutenant.
You pulling rank on me, boss? We're just soldiers down here, no?
Sure. But this soldier will clean the floor with you if you step out of line.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader. Nice.
What do you mean, was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
No.
Tough choice. But it was the right call.
Look at them. Not keeping
You
the
think
guard
so?
up, telegraphing their moves. Shit fighters.
I would have done the same.
No.
That's what's funny. You were doing the same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Good to hear it. But you sacrifice yourself or my ship needlessly. That's unacceptable.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
Lola, huh?
You kind of look like a Lola.
You're cute. So I'll let you get away with it. For now.
That's it. Now you made me blush.
I really like James. I don't really understand why people don't. But I want to show you something great about James too.
Oh yeah? Is it his dick?
Yeah. Position it just right. See.
Nice.
I like to do that sometimes, just like the back of his eyeballs.
I dig it a lot.
But yeah, so that's basically what we got on the Normandy, at least for right now. Oh, we can upgrade our weapons and stuff here too.
Oh, very nice.
Don't really have much to do. Don't really have a gun that I want to upgrade yet.
So I'll pull up my Beretta.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a good episode, I think. We didn't really do a whole hell of a lot, but we had a lot of plot stuff happen.
Lots of good dialogue.
Oh.
Got the lesbian option on the ship. That's the important bit.
Yeah.
Even if the romance option isn't good and we're not going to do anything with her. I appreciate it.
Look at all these emails. So a lot of this is just background stuff or just, hey, you know, you helped me in a previous game.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh, from Morinth. Hello, Shepard. Glad to hear you're alive after that attack on Earth. Not that I'm surprised. I'd apologize for slipping off the Normandy without saying goodbye, but we both know the Alliance wouldn't take too kindly to my presence there. I probably needed to stretch my legs in a new city anyway. Since you're back with the Alliance, it's probably best not to tell you which one. I'm still grateful you took a chance on me. Take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear that you were killed before we got a chance to meet up again. Morinth. A lot of this is just DLC stuff, like these the rifle and shotgun and stuff.
Okay.
Let's see. This one... Don't need that. N7 Special Ops, yep. DLC. It says I can go down, but it's lying to me. What a dick.
Commander Shepard, you have mail at your terminal. You lying bitch!
Samantha, I'm trusting you to be better than Kelly at that shit. But yeah, let's do shoutouts.
Sounds good.
Why don't you go first?
Alright, so my shout out, we have one listed. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to make him change it. My shout out is going towards Kevandre's old chair. Because it died today. He had this nice recliner. It was extra wide for him. Because, like,
I'm extra thick.
He's bigger than me, but it was, like, big enough for him and the cat to sit beside him if it really wanted to.
I don't know that it was that big.
Pretty big. I could sit in it, and Mr. Cat could sit beside me, and I still have a hell of a lot of wiggle room without disturbing him. It's a big fucking chair, people. But,
I mean, I got hips that don't lie, so I couldn't have a cat sitting next to me in that chair.
But it's very worn out. The padding's gone. The spring started to bust through, but he still loved it. But today, it started doing the thing when you pulled the legs out that it wasn't doing it, and, like, the right side was dropping out.
Yeah.
Flipped it over, looked at it. Bars are starting to snap in half from stress.
My poor pleather chair.
So, yeah, it's gone. It can still function as a chair, you know.
Yeah, we'll just put it up against a wall or something. We're not going to throw it out right away.
Yeah, but had to get him a new desk chair that he sits in.
Yeah.
And I brought it all the way from Tennessee. So, you know, we had to spare.
It's very fancy.
It is very fancy. I don't think it's quite as comfortable. It looks like a good deal higher than what you're used to.
Yeah, and that's okay. I just don't know if I can go as far back as I used to. But that's okay.
Yeah, you can.
Nope.
You used to be able to lean way far back in this thing. Maybe you're doing it wrong.
I could be. I need more practice with this chair.
Yeah.
But yes, that is a fine shout out.
Yeah, don't break my chair.
It's inevitable.
My chair.
I break every chair.
Yeah.
Eventually. As for me, I'm going to do a shout out to a brand new website that was like new as of like a week ago.
Oh shit.
And this is a website called remove.bg. And it's still brand new and it's still kind of under development. But basically what this website does is you upload a picture of a person and it will like intelligently cut out that person from the background and just leave it with a transparent background ping. which is something that I can do in Photoshop, but I am often much too lazy to do. And I very much appreciate that there's a website that will do it for me.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. I've had some ones where it didn't do it very well at all. Like I uploaded the Abbey Road album cover to see if it would work, and it was awful.
I imagine since they're a bit further away and all that stuff, it'd be harder to perfectly distinguish what it is. So there's still some algorithms to play in there. I imagine if you have like spiky hair, it'd have trouble doing that.
See, that's what it was kind of pointing out what you could do. Like it had a picture of a black lady with just like really frizzy hair.
Okay.
And it was very zoomed in and showed that it was like each individual strand and stuff. And I'm sure that's probably just like an exception for marketing purposes. But if it can pull that off, I'm in.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's a bitch to do.
Yeah, I can imagine
it takes forever. So, I just want to do a shout out to that. I'm going to use it a lot. Hopefully it'll save me a fuck ton of time.
Yeah, because I don't know if all of y'all know this. Kevandre does a lot of like Sunset Shores stuff. And you see it like on the promo cards and all that stuff.
The thumbnails.
Right. He does all that like by hand. It's not we Google a picture and we use that. No, he does that because he has talent. And it takes a while because you got to trace out the character just right. We can't find it.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't use remove.bg for that anyway, because I just bring in a picture into Illustrator and then trace over it with the pen tool. So I wouldn't need the background gone for it. But for a lot of other things, stuff that I would do in actual Photoshop, hell yeah, I'd use this all the time.
What do you do in actual Photoshop?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
But I used to do a lot more stuff in Photoshop just for shits and giggles. But Illustrator has kind of become my jam in the last like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I use more. I'm about that vector life. Raster, for the dogs. Birds. Is for the dogs a phrase?
No.
I don't think so. It's for the birds.
Yeah, it is.
For DJ Grooves! Shoutouts to our last series. But yeah, okay. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, if you have condolences for Kevandre's chair, type it in the comments.
Tweet them at Cactus Core.
Yeah, tweet them, type it in the comments below. Just it hurts to lose a chair, man.
Rest in peace. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.